Gracious me, and ahoy hoy to you. Welcome back to 30 videos in 30 days. We are closing in on the halfway point. So awesome. I'm actually really excited about that, and I was actually really excited to take part in this today, just because of the fact that this has been really pleasant. It's nice to just kind of sit back and relate. Part journal, part joking, part everything else. So I recently started taking up on the idea that start every day with the question of who can I help today and how can I help them? Which is kind of interesting. It's two fairly clear focuses. Now I did provide a little bit of help by connecting someone who wanted a filing cabinet with someone who wanted one. Not a huge thing. Made sure to bring my wife a snack while she's working from home. Again, not a huge deal. But I think the person I helped the most today was me. Please excuse the struggling wiener behind me as it actively tries to climb where it should not be able to climb. Anywho, so I did actually help me quite a bit. Come here, dog. I relaxed and caught up on some TV. I spent a couple good hours talking to a couple other coaches, which provided some great information, as well as some good direction and insight for the future. I planned ahead a little bit and have been doing some outlining for the speech program this weekend, but mostly I've just relaxed, which is a pleasant thing and not something I do overly well. So that was a huge thing. There's a bunch of stuff I could talk about, but strangely enough, I think what I would like to talk about today is the casual use of profanity. I say this because when I was working with one of the coaches today, they went to my Facebook page to make sure that they had access to it, and the background image outside of me with the mask and the foreground image as the profile picture, the background image read pretty directly, "Drink some fucking water, you dehydrated noodle." Yes, this is a very positive statement. This is a statement that we should all adhere to fairly well. However, I will freely admit I had a tinge of not quite uncertainty, but casual embarrassment that was the leading edge of the page that I was putting out. Even more so when I visited my Coaching Cavalier outreach page and determined that the background image on that one is something along the lines of "incredible fucking things are going to happen." And it's like, wow, it's kind of in your face, isn't it? I'm gonna take a brief pause here. Go ahead. Yeah. Come here, Emma. Come on. I'll be back. In the future, I'll edit this nonsense out, but for now I'm still getting the hang of just being consistent, so we'll work with that. Anyway, I was a little put off by my directness. And then I was thinking about it. You know what? I toss casual profanity in here as well. Now, I've always been the very firm believer that profanity has its place, and the users of it are the ones who recognize when it is and is not appropriate. So, from a professional perspective, profanity, outright profanity bothers me a little bit. But one of the things that is and has been drilled into me over the last month, as I've started working on this personal coaching type program and becoming that kind of person that other people need is a couple things. Number one, don't reduce my energy because it will draw in the people who will be magnetized for it, and it will drive away the people who probably shouldn't be here to begin with. My wife talks about how I should probably improve my personal style a bit, dress more properly and professionally. But as remarkably professional as I consider myself, and should the need dictate, I will tell you, I can slide into that professional role without a problem. However, while I am respectful and respectable, professional is for a profession, which usually most people fall into the whole profession being corporate, for lack of a better term. And at least for me, the people that I want to talk to and the people who I think would want to talk to me are the people who don't mind the occasional well-placed, appropriate, gosh darn, or for heaven's sakes, or even an outright, well, fuck. In my book, profanity is indicative of passion. It's not generally for use in polite society. However, in closed individual social groups, it shouldn't be surprising, provided that everyone is hip to it. You know, you don't want to cause a stir, you don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, but provided that everyone within the group is okay with profanity, no big deal. You do still want to tailor. There's a lot of words that just aren't really acceptable still, and there's good reason for that, and I do try to tailor from that perspective. But think about the times when even the best of us find ourselves swearing. Let's just take "ah shit" for a good example, because I think "ah shit's" actually a pretty good example. When you say "ah shit," that is a statement of awareness. That is a statement of, without a doubt, my God, something is fucked up. And "ah shit" is a really great lower level indicator of exactly how bad shit's fucked, yo. Similarly, if you're going to drop an F-bomb, for the most part, people will offer that in points of passion. Be that romantic passion, ooh baby fuck me now, to a angered passion, you know, fuck you and the horse you fucking rode in on, you motherfucking asshole. It's an imperative. It is a passionate plea. And I love that. I love how all these things fit so well. And, you know, God's honest truth, it's a good social indicator as well. Personally, I feel that most folks who are more tolerant, more in touch with who they are and in touch with where they fit in the grand schema, where they belong, and are comfortable with themselves enough to risk those social faux pas of a casually dropped profanity or a directed profanity in the right circumstances. For me, they just strike me as more tolerant people. I learned to swear the best when I was in construction. And construction workers are some of the most adaptable, most energetic, most enthusiastic, most passionate people out there. Even if they're assholes, they're passionate fucking assholes. In closed groups, I took part in a couple Toastmasters groups that had absolutely no problems with profanity because they realized that, it's words. That's all it is. It's just fucking words. And if you're going to get hung up on the words, you're not going to hear the message. So, we got that going. But this still brings us back to the initial starting point of all this, where there was a disconnect between my knowing who I am. And I am absolutely a person who will tell you to drink some fucking water, you dehydrated noodle. I'm exactly the kind of person who will say, you know what? Fucking amazing things are on the horizon. Brilliantly fucking amazing things. And the reason I'm that kind of person is because this is genuinely stuff that I am passionate about. I want you to take care of yourself. I want you to look to the future with fucking excitement. I want you to swear through gritted teeth how passionate you are about what's coming up. Feeling. Once more with some fucking feeling. Thank you very much. So under most normal circumstances, I'm not going to profane anywhere near as much as this on one of these little YouTube-y things. But this time it just felt like a good time for it. Because not only do I need to tell you that I will absolutely respect whatever it is that you may need, may require, may prefer. I will absolutely tailor my language if you feel that that's something that you need to do. But I'm going to be relatively unapologetic about the fact that I fucking love language and I am going to use it as I feel passionately led to do. And I want to apologize for it so bad. I really want to say, oh, but this isn't me. I'm much better than that. I'm so much better. I'm a Boy Scout, really. At my heart, I'm a Boy Scout. But it ain't fucking true. I am someone who has lived through a lot of shit. I am someone who has tackled a lot of challenges. I am a person who has nearly come to blows, yet gone to battle with the same people over and over and over the years. I will be the first person to tell you when you're fucked, and I will be the first person to stand by your side to say, fuck them. They have no idea how awesome you are. Which I really want to apologize for it, but you know what? Fuck that. One of these days I may actually rewatch this one just to get a fuck counter going on, because this has actually been pretty profane, even for me. I'm profane, but wow, there is a lot of language in this one. If there was a swear jar, I could afford a round. Thankfully, there's no swear jar. Anywho, that was brilliant. Well, I think it was brilliant, mostly because it's a good day. I'm feeling pretty relaxed. And it's just nice to let loose with a little extra strong curse words on occasion. I'll be back tomorrow because thus far I've managed 13 out of 13, and I hate to break a record once I've gotten that far. And honestly, it's been entertaining enough. I might just keep on doing them with greater regularity anyway because it's entertaining. I do look forward to doing these outside of the house, but post-COVID I'm still kind of shaky on the whole existing in the real physical world with other human beings. But I'm getting better every day. I did manage to get a hot dog all by my lonesome the other day and a beer on my lonesome just yesterday, so pretty soon I'll be able to actually engage. Look forward to tomorrow. Have a great fucking night.